We think that owning an American car in the UK is a little bit silly.
But if we had to own one, they'd probably be like these two.
I would have one of these, a 717 horsepower Challenger Hellcat.
And I would have one of these, a C6 Corvette convertible, but with a big surprise under the bonnet. This is dumb.
This is dumb. This is one of the most ridiculous choices you could ever make to drive on the UK roads.
In the best way.
This makes zero sense, and that is why it's so cool.
If you're an American, you might look at this and go, it's just a Challenger, it's just a Hellcat.
Yeah.
But here in the UK, in the land of small, narrow little cars and little tiny eco boxes, this is mental.
Again, in the US, they're driving around in V6 ones, it's like a Focus or something.
Yeah.
But to us, this is something beamed down from outer America.
We're not going to pan around to it, but just pulling in behind right now is the typical UK car, and it is probably the size of maybe a shoebox.
It's a mildly pink Peugeot.
Yeah. So why would you choose this?
I don't really like American cars. I'm not that big of a lover, but this is so ridiculous. You just have to love it. Ridiculous engine, 6.2,
Yeah.
supercharged, over 700 horsepower, standard.
Just a note on the engine as well, potentially the best noise of all time.
We will get to that later on. Wide arches. European manufacturers aren't doing stuff like this. They've got wide cars, but they're not doing it like this.
Just the most primitive. We'll bolt some arches on there.
The early version of the Hellcat didn't have this.
No.
They had this sort of narrow body with a little lip, and they went, hell, make that wider.
What's your front tyre size? This is just the stuff, you know, for turning. It's not, you don't need to put any power down.
Front is for handling.
Just for handling.
Yeah, it's silly. It's a 305 section tyre.
Huh?
That's a foot of tyre at the front, and then you've got a further foot of tyre out the back as well. That is what an American deems handling.
The colour, ridiculous. German manufacturers, even people buying Lamborghinis for I'll go for the green, I'll go for the Tour de France blue.
It's sort of bluey black.
Meanwhile, America, give me the orange.
Make it orange.
It's so loud, and I wouldn't want anything less.
The heads this turns in the UK, I don't think anyone actually knows what it is.
No. Also, it's a bit of a known thing by now, but if you're not that into American cars, if you could come down to the front lights, they just got rid of the middle of the light for more intake. That's great. Now, this is a basically completely stock car, right?
Completely standard 717 horsepower car with a colossal cone filter on it.
It's just absurd. I know that we're usually surrounded by cars that we like to make them a little bit more stupid. Even our V8 Jag, the Jag and the Mercedes, they were normal cars that we made a little bit more mental. Whereas this, that's just dumb.
Straight out of the box.
Just dumb out the box.
There are a few upgrades you can get for a Hellcat. One takes them to 797 horsepower. Then obviously you've got a Demon, which means you can spec out seats, put drag slicks on, put skinny tyres on the front.
This isn't someone in their workshop doing it. It's Dodge with a warranty going, 800? So I can throw some slicks on the back if you want.
Wheelie off the line?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that should be sold to the public, I think. People are going to be looking at this going, that story is silly, isn't it? It doesn't matter.
That's the point.
It's the whole point.
That is the whole point.
Shall we have a look at your Corvette?
Let's. This is what I have gone for, a C6 Corvette. This is the Corvette. The C7, C8, cool, yeah, better, whatever. This is Sergeant Cross's car. This is the car from Need for Speed. There's a specific reason why I've chosen this car. It might just look to you like a C6 convertible, but in fact what it is a 60th anniversary, which means, Will, could you read that badge right there?
That says there, 427.
And a 427 translates to what in that goddamn UK speak?
It's a 7.0.
It's a 7.0. It is a 7 litre, which if you know your Corvette, means that this is the Z06 engine. You could only get this engine in the Z06. You could never get it in a convertible, apart from this, the 60th anniversary. But it's a little bit more special. Now, come and have a look at that then. In UK terms, that is a ProCharger kit. And what that does is that turns up the horsepower to over 700. The standard C6, 400 horsepower. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's not bad. 7 litre, 505. That's a bit nicer. 700 now, thank you very much. This is liquid Americana to me. I don't think it gets better than this.
It's a good carbon bonnet.
Carbon bonnet. That's those things those Europeans use.
Those goddamn Italians use those. Again, this might not translate that well on camera. We've said that. Photos, video might not do it justice. But the arches on this thing, the way it sits is...
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just meant to say that your tyres are cute. They're a good try, really, is what I'm saying. It does start with a 3. And
there's another 3.
There's another 3.
There's a 5.
A 335 on the rear. It is absolutely...
I just need to double check. I just want to make sure I'm not. No, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are out tiring me.
Inside, it falls down a little bit here.
When you look at the interior, it's not exciting.
No, but I have something that you don't.
A manual box.
Now, you are more American in the fact that it is automatic, but I have a 700 horsepower convertible with a manual, and I'm quite pleased about that. We are on a children's playground, so maybe let's not go too Larry, but can I hear a start up of yours and then I'll start mine?
God, mine is standard though.
Oh, excuses already. It's cute, but please allow me. Can we move to America, Ben? Ben, do you want to come with?
Yeah.
Will, should we move to America?
Yeah, I know, this is rubbish here. See you in America, folks.
Before we drive both of these American cars, we want to take a quick moment to say thank you to this week's sponsor, Carly.
Carly gives you dealer-level diagnostics and lets you check your car's health and even unlock hidden features.
All you have to do is plug the Carly scanner into your car's OBD port, and then you just pull the app up on your phone and it does the rest.
So right here, we've got Gabs's 640i. Now, he's got no warning lights on the dash, but we're going to connect to Carly and see if there are any hidden faults. Lots of issues here. We're going to check this one in engine and see what this is. So we've got a radiator shutter top upper limit position detected too early. So there are a lot of error codes there. None of them are that alarming, but I think this car might have had a flat battery recently, so that's where lots of these might have come from. So what we can do is we can clear the issues, go out for a drive it for a few days, scan again and see if any of them come back, and then we can see if we've actually got any faults.
So now that Will has got a full picture on the codes with this car, let's see what hidden features that we can access. So I'm going to go and click into coding. We can change things with the dashboard, the heads-up display, the lights and the mirrors. If we look in here, we've got the daytime running lights. We've currently got the angel eyes. We can code in the rear lights being on as well. So I've gone ahead and I've coded those in. So now Gabs has got daylight running lights at the front and the rear lights too, which is quite cool.
So if you're looking to get more insight in your car or unlock features that you didn't know you had, Carly is the way to go.
With code TDC15, packages for select manufacturers start at under £50 per year. And if you want coverage for every single brand, it's only around £30 extra per year. Having seen both cars, we got the Hellcat out on the road for the first time.
I feel out of place.
Yeah, this does not feel right.
I feel like I'm bowling through a school in a tank.
The inside is just unnecessarily big. I'd love to know the crash statistics on these, because I feel like there's no way anyone has ever died in one of these from a front end impact, because it's about 40 foot away. If I touch the windscreen, I have to go that far forward. That's ridiculous.
Cleaning the windscreen, nightmare.
No one's done it.
Both of these cars come from DT Performance. So the Corvette is Dan's, and then this is Tom's car, which he's just recently bought. You know what? I love this a lot.
I'm going to say something. This is incredibly comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
This is, you know what? I'd be doing miles in this. This seat is enveloping me.
I do have an MPG reading. We've got 15.2. The scariest part of that, though, is I've got just shy of 3/4 of a tank.
Yeah, and what's your range?
My range is 145 miles.
Oh, that's interesting, because I was looking at the Corvette as we were coming over here. I've got 3/4 of a tank, and I've got 120 miles.
Oh, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It's not even that tight, but it feels tight.
It just feels massive. Also, because you're on the wrong side all the time.
Also, I didn't actually know this because I've never been in one of these. The bonnet vents, because they rise up, you can't now see the end of the car.
The bonnet vents are a blind spot.
Yeah, we've basically reduced your vision by putting bonnet vents in. Oh, cool, thanks.
Now, the other thing I forgot to mention earlier is I have the red key. Now, the red key is what gives you all of the power. Having this red key, I think there's a normal key as well that obviously you give to people you don't trust. Thomas trusted me with this one, which means we have access to the full 717 horsepower.
As you do.
And it was time to put all of that power to good use.
Oh, Tom, I'm so sorry. I'm just so very sorry.
Tom driving home tonight. Oh, there's black marks all over the front in the road.
He did say, give it the beans. I don't know if you quite meant that many beans, but I didn't do anything. There's two massive black marks back there.
The majority of American cars are horrible. They're not even just not good.
No.
They're terrible. They are horrible, dastardly, disgusting things. But Americans do know how to make the most theatrical, ridiculous, dumb, funny machines possible. And this is one of them. This might even be the car.
We were saying before we started filming that to get this level of theatre from a car, at least in this country, you have to buy a supercar of some sort.
Yeah.
Something that looks like this, sounds like this, makes you laugh like this. You're spending 6 figures plus, 200, 300,000 pounds. Now, this isn't cheap here.
No, of course not.
These are, what, roughly 80k?
70, 80k is probably what, also for a late one like this. I think I can actually safely say, even from the passenger seat, this doesn't belong on a B road.
This does not belong.
It doesn't like it.
I don't even think it belongs on a motorway. It's just a drag strip. That's it. Okay, this is quite scary. I think I'm going to put this away for a while.
Yeah.
But let's go out in the Corvette.
Let's try the Corvette.
Let's go and get something equally as ridiculous. Sorry, just crossing an ambulance. I think I might have caused that on the way past.
Yeah, we've had a load of heart attacks from old people in the local village.
It was time to take the Corvette out, but Edwin was nowhere to be seen.
Right, my first time in a Corvette. Where the hell is Edwin? Afternoon.
Hi.
What are you wearing?
Just out in the vet. I thought, you know what? Corvette man's a thing, so why not embrace it fully?
It's accurate.
Yeah?
It is quite accurate.
So, there is a reason why I've chosen this specific Corvette, because I think it represents the two types of Corvette owners. The first owner is perhaps who I'm dressed as. He's a Floridian, he's maybe in his late 60s. He believes his C6 Corvette is one of one because it was the only one delivered in red with air conditioning on a Tuesday in his town. The other Corvette owner is our kind of guy. He goes, I'm going to put a lumpy cam in it and I'm going to go street racing.
Already this feels more American, but in a kind of bad way.
Yeah. Remember, this is the special edition with all of the nice leather, you know, this is the nicest it could be, and this is a 10,000 mile car.
But this is an older car.
The 60th anniversary is a 2013 car.
It's 10 years almost older than the Hellcat.
Now the guys at DT said it's never been on a dyno, they don't know how much it makes, they just think it's in the 700s. Now I'm going to have to get the windows down.
Oh my lord!
Sorry!
Shitting Nora.
This is where it's proof that we're probably not very good automotive journalists, because we just don't remember how to speak.
No.
We'll just go, oh, had to kind of turn into a caveman.
That's
just,
cool.
Cool fast.
Wow.
You know what? Roof down.
Oh yes, hit the roof down.
And after pulling over, we put the roof down, and what we experienced next was one of the most ridiculous automotive experiences we'd ever had.
Sorry. Just gonna have to get these on.
What? That's ridiculous.
That's one of the best noises I've ever heard in my life. This is frightening. This is absolutely petrifying. I've lost my composure. I had a lot of points I wanted to talk about and I can't remember them now. That is the most ridiculous noise. Whatever this exhaust is, I want it on everything. I want this on every car I've ever seen.
Oh! It's a noise that you don't go ooh, you go oh.
I secretly have a massive soft spot for American cars. A Corvette is America.png for me, and this is the best one. This might be the best one. Shall we get them both out?
Let's get them both out and terrorise all of the UK.
I like that. I like that idea.
But first, a huge shout out to the guys at DT Performance for letting us borrow both cars. Check them out on Instagram or their website, and if you're in the market for a performance car, just drop them a message.
I don't know that I've ever driven through a town and been looked at more.
They're not flying under the radar at all. You look quite interesting in the driver's seat, but the Corvette looks amazing.
And that's something I always think about though, because Corvettes tend to look very cool, but the owners very rarely do, especially in the UK. The Hellcat, on the other hand, just looks fantastic. The absolute width from behind is crazy. The Corvette still kind of looks like a traditional sports car. The Hellcat just looks alien.
I'm 100% aware that I currently feel like I'm threading a small moon down the Suez Canal, but I can see just people turning around. Not all of them are keen, but most people are showing an interest.
Deep in their heart, they know they love it. They do.
It's so scary! Why is it doing that?
It is absolutely ridiculous. How about those fried apples?
That did sound truly orgasmic, I will be honest.
Can I interest the gentleman in a downshift?
Oh, go on then. Oh, Everyone in the UK will tell you that American cars, they're silly, they're too expensive here, they're too big, steering wheel's on the wrong side, and those things are all true. But secretly, every single one of those people are going, look at that person pointing. They loved it. Or they were calling the police, I have no idea. They'll hear one start up, they'll see one drive past, they'll see one for sale, they'll see someone else who's got one and they go, that looks cool, that sounds cool, look at that, I wish I was that guy. Even for the day, they wish they were that guy.
I don't believe I would ever tire of it. It's the most ridiculous, childish, stupid noise, and I wouldn't want to change it for anything. Having experienced both of our cars, we pulled into a lay-by where an argument began.
Now, when I went out in this in the passenger seat, I was swinging this way. But after driving this on my own, if you're buying an American car full stop, that's the car.
This is a Corvette.
That's an old man.
This is a sports car.
A cool young man's automobile.
No.
Silly old boy.
That's a rental car with a big engine.
This is a wedding car.
This is a sports car,
No,
sir.
this is a wedding car.
No.
Your engine's bigger.
Mine's one of one.
And your pipe is probably bigger.
Mine's rarer. Rare.
Yours makes a better noise.
Yours looks more angry.
Why are we complimenting each other now? I've got a 305 3520.
Yeah, all right, that doesn't matter.
Yeah?
My rear's bigger. How many litres is yours?
6.2.
Oh, that's interesting. That's small. 7.
Is this not a better supercharger?
Yours is automatic. Mine's manual.
This really could have gone on forever until Edwin had an idea.
There's actually one way we can settle this. Benjamin, choose a car. We'll go out with each.
Hellcat first.
Okay.
With Ben strapped into the Hellcat, I took him out for a proper blast, hoping he would absolutely love it.
Feels like it does a wheelie.
Yeah, it does. Oh God.
It does, yeah. It's new 55.
Yeah, but it's got times 10. Yeah. Yeah, it's good actually.
Ooh, I was expecting more.
A judge would never reveal his secrets.
A judge never reveals his secrets. I think that's a magician.
I think revealing his secrets is exactly what a judge is meant to do.
I have asked very kindly for Ben not to be swayed by your noise.
What the hell?
No, because I think the uninitiated
Nah, absolutely
could
not.
be fooled by it.
Ben, mate, let the noise sway you as much as you like.
Take me.
Hellcat experienced, it was the turn of the mighty Corvette, which immediately gave a pretty good indication of what Ben preferred. That is the most ridiculous noise.
Truly the most mental experience of my entire life.
Is it an L for the Hellcat?
Oh, it's by far this. By a long. The Hellcat is a very cool car, but this, I didn't speak.
We're at risk because Ben's editing this, and I know he'll want to cut it out, but Ben, please leave some of your faces in there, because I looked over at multiple points, and it was like a scared child.
I'm having this back.
Oh, Ben's back to videoing.
Back in the X5.
Back there.
A safe place.
Right, should we go for one last drive?
I'll go on then.
Oh, go on, man.
I'm not giving it back. So it's not really one last drive. I have had a defeat there. Ben did prefer the Corvette, and I can actually completely understand that. That thing makes such an unbelievable noise, it's difficult to say no to it. But I cannot see past the fact that it is a convertible. I know it's making a load of power, I know it looks cool, but the convertible part of that is just not for me. But this is the one. I am going to be scrolling Auto Trader in the most disgusting fashion.
We've only been driving these cars on the back road, so it's not the best use of their power and speed. Regardless of that, this is the most absurd car I have ever got my hands on. And all I can say is, God bless America. This is just one of the best things in the world.
I've driven a normal Challenger over in the US, and I was a little bit worried I would find this disappointing. But I thought as soon as you get the big boy, the Hellcat here in the UK, it's gonna feel too dumb. But it doesn't. Somehow it doesn't. When you get to a width restriction or a car park, it will get tiring, but it's an £80,000 car. What £80,000 car isn't going to be expensive to run or a little bit of a ball ache to own?
We always tend to make fun of American cars. They're 18 litres, but they only make 200 horsepower. They're made out of cheese and industrial waste. But in reality, when you let them make something that's supposed to be loud and obnoxious, I don't know that there's anyone on earth that does it better.
I have to have one of these. I have to. I have to. This is a silly car that I have to own.
So, to answer the question, does America make stupid, dumb cars that have no place on the UK roads? Yes, absolutely. But do I want one? Yeah. Would you have a Dodge Hellcat in the UK?
It would be idiotic, irresponsible, stupid, financially ruining, but I think I absolutely would.
I've come to the very similar conclusion. These cars are not fit for these roads, but I wish to be driving them on them forever. They're just simply perfect.
The people who say that they're not right for the UK, they're absolutely correct, but they're also absolutely wrong, because I just want one so badly.
Anyone that says, oh, they're just a heap of American shit, they're terrible. You know what? I was that person this morning, but now, oh my good God, deep down, everyone loves these cars.
I am sold on the American dream. Call me Hank.
So there you have it. 2 American cars that we absolutely would own. Thank you very much for watching. Click here if you want to see what we would have bought instead of MX-5s. See you next week.